It's on. Oh, it's on. Whoa. Hi, guys. I'm Jack. Where are my Sailor Moon fans? Oh, yeah. Let's hear it for our Sailor Moon girlies. Well, you already know who I am if you were here before. If you're new, I'm Poketris. I'm an influencer. I will be posting clips of the convention and this panel on my Instagram, so do me a favor, give me a follow. And you can see the entire panels on my YouTube. So go ahead and check that out. It's Pokeetris. I'm kind of regular panel host here with Collecticon, so happy to see you around the country if I see ya. Without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our two Sailor Scouts. We got Cristina V and Cherami Leigh. How's the convention been?
It's been wonderful. Yeah, it's been great. It's always surprising because I feel like I'm coming to Texas a lot, but it doesn't feel like I'm not here all the time because the lines are always, you guys are great. Thank you so much for coming out.
I was telling my husband the same thing. I said, we've already been to Texas a couple times this year, so I don't know how many people are going to want to come see me again. They'd probably like, keep her out of here. But no, you guys are always so welcoming, and it's so nice for me to get to come back because I grew up in Dallas, so so it's so nice that you guys want to come hang out when I'm coming home. It's very special.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's cool. So we just had Ryan, who's her home was here too.
Wow.
Yeah, we got a lot of Dallas natives.
I'm trying to think. Ryan, I thought was she local to Fort Worth or was
Fort
she?
Worth.
Okay,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
cool.
She said her parents are here today. That's so sweet.
Cool.
Isn't that cute? My brother was at the last one. Oh, you got to meet him.
Yeah, I think Ryan did theater, like up the street at Casa.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll go and get right into it here. So, of course, we have Sailor Venus, Sailor Mars. Sorry, I keep getting you when you're drinking.
Yeah.
Now, you two are Ray and Minako.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I got something in my throat.
Oh, no. When you're talking all day, it happens.
That's true. Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
you know how it is. They have a great relationship throughout the many variations of Sailor Moon, and they have quite an knack for getting into some wacky antics.
Yes, always.
Your takes on their relationship is pretty iconic. Why don't we take a look at one of their finest moments?
Thanks. This is great.
Mina, you added too much salt.
What?
Johnny.
I did it again. Guess I'm not worth my salted cooking, am I?
Your jokes aren't helping.
Minako, would you please excuse me? I think I'll rest for a little while. Sure thing. In that case, let me help you get cozy. I'll just take these things away. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Mina, you klutz.
Okay.
That's all I got edited for now.
She's doing a great job.
She's doing great.
It's
she's
just
doing
not that
best.
no. She's doing really great taking care of people.
That's a lot of screaming.
It's a lot of screaming.
What's it like coming into the booth and getting into such a high energetic character to play?
What about you? What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I don't really prepare. We don't really know what's going to happen that day in the booth.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I think my voice is warmed up enough.
Yeah.
To get in and then.
Do you sing in the car? Because you're such a
Sometimes.
great singer. Or do you
Yeah.
do a vocal warm up first?
I'll do singing.
Yeah,
instead of
same.
like-
Yeah. I feel like that's a fun vocal warm up. You just put
Yeah.
whatever's on the radio or you hit shuffle and then see what happens.
Yeah. And
That's-
then it's entertaining.
Yeah.
You just play karaoke with yourself?
Literally karaoke with myself on
What
the
is-
way to the booth. Because, we don't know what we're going to be working on. We have no idea what is in store for us. Oftentimes for me, I don't even know what I'm working on. Sometimes they'll just say like, come at this time, you get a code name, and then you have to just be prepped for whatever.
Code name?
Yeah, we get a code name. So I don't know if this has been your experience, Cristina. I only know the code names of the games I work for. So oftentimes I don't know what the game title is going to be. So people come out and they'll say, are you in such and such? I'm like, oh, I thought that code name was called Cheetah. Or I thought that code name was something else. No.
Oh.
So oftentimes I find out the name of what I actually worked on when people say, hey, I heard you in this. Is this you?
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, high energy. We're just excited to be at work. So it's not that hard to jump into a high energy character because you're just super high energy and excited to have a job.
That makes sense.
For sure.
Do you have any favorite moments of your characters?
Do you
Or
have
maybe
favorite?
of them as a duo?
We do. We were just talking about one of our favorite moments
do tell,
ever.
do tell.
We can't spoil things.
Can't spoil it. It's yet the best is yet to come.
The best. Oh, good answer.
I know what
no,
you're
but
talking about.
I did squeal when I previewed it, and then when we got to do that, I was like, "This is my favorite. This is my favorite moment with Cristina in the series
So good.
ever."
Killing me not to talk about
I
it.
want that to be on a T-shirt. I want the screen grab of that. On
I can
a
make it
t-shirt.
work. I can make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I read the manga. I know.
Yeah. Okay.
We know. Awesome. Okay, so you guys are part of a new show that's on Hulu called Go Go Loser Ranger. Oh, there it is.
Yes.
It's on Hulu and Disney Plus. If you guys haven't checked it out, please do.
Fun.
Cherami, you're Pink Keeper.
I am Pink Keeper.
That's right. And
Yeah.
Cristina, you're Fighter XX. There you go.
It's just us in real life.
Yeah. And that's kind of funny because what Sailor Moon was inspired apparently by Super Sentai, which was Power Rangers in
Yep.
Japan. So it's
Yep.
you're kind of reprising a role similar.
Totally.
This time, very different take on these
Oh,
roles.
totally.
Perhaps a little bit.
Very different vibe for shows as
yes.
well.
Yes, kind of both enemies almost in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost villains in a way.
Yeah.
So what's it been like?
It's been very fun. Have you gone into the studio or have you been working remote on this one?
I worked a couple times in studio and a
Okay.
couple times remote. Yeah.
I've been working remote on this one. So that's been a very fun process. But also, I loved the Pink Ranger when I watched Power Rangers as a child. So,
Amy Jo Johnson.
I mean, I met her once at a convention and freaked out. It was very cool. So I'm very excited to get to be a Pink Ranger of sorts now.
Yes.
So that's been very special.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How about you, Cristina?
Oh, my character, she screams a lot.
She does.
She's kind of, you guys will see, she's kind of a punching bag. It's pretty sad. Yeah, but I love her. I like playing the angsty characters. Like that's my jam. So
She's a little emo.
yeah, she's really emo. Yeah.
In the best way, though.
Yeah.
It's very fun. So that's why I go into the studio because I'm like, if we're screaming, I don't want to be like
Yeah, no.
dialing down and like
Totally.
in the booth back
Right.
there. So
What are
yeah.
they called? They're the Dusters. The Dusters is the enemy team, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and throw it over to questions after this last one. If any of you guys have questions, please line up at the mic here. We have time for just a few of them. So I'll cut the line off here in a sec. But please step up. My last question for both of you is, what's the most relatable thing about Ray and Mina?
Relatable?
Yeah.
We can only pick one?
I mean all of it, if you need to.
Okay. What do you think is the most relatable? It's hard.
It's really hard.
I think that's the best part about Sailor Moon is all of the characters are so relatable and they're also superheroes.
yeah.
So it kind of, while you're watching the show, you go, oh, I'm like that with this character. And then you go, well, then I can be a superhero. I can make the world a better place. So I think it's hard to pick like one aspect about my character to be like, this is where she's, I guess her goofiness. I love her goofiness and that she tries to remember quotes. She tries really hard. But she's just, I love the comedy of it all.
I love the way Ray is with the people she's super close to. Like, I feel like when she gets a little comfortable, she gets a little like nagging, you know?
And I definitely, well, it's not me. My friend Lauren, who's at the booth, like that, she's very much Ray to me in our friendship. And it's the best. I love it.
Shout out, Lauren.
Yeah, shout out to Lauren. Where is she? She's man in the
Where are you?
booth. She's keeping it down over there.
Keeping it locked down.
Yeah, she's keeping it locked down. Yeah, but I just love like that they're all just, when they're not transformed, they're just girls, and they all have their own distinct personalities, and they're also just perfectly like complement each other.
Yeah. They were definitely an icon and a role model for me growing up.
Yeah.
So sweet. All right, we're gonna throw it over to questions here. Can we figure something out about this rumbling that's happening? It's not,
It's like a
Attack on Titan's happening right now.
He's
Just
over there.
so ominous.
Yeah, I'm like, are we on a
It's
cruise?
very like.
We are on the cruise.
We are on the cruise.
All right. Is that a teaser?
How did you feel when you played Sailor Venus and Sailor Mars?
I was very nervous when I found out that I was going to get to voice them for the first time because I watched the show growing up and I was such a fan. So it was such an honor to get cast. But it also felt like an immense amount of pressure because I know it's so beloved. And so it was very, very nerve-wracking, but very, very exciting.
The same. I also grew up with it as well, and I was so nervous. And also, we didn't really know what we were doing when we were first cast.
That's true.
So it was like taking it all in, like, oh my god, this is the original series. We're doing the original series. Oh my gosh. So it was taking that all in and trying to be like a professional.
We also had no idea. Everything was very top secret, including we didn't even know who the cast was. Like until they announced it at Anime Expo 10 years ago.
Did it die? Here, you want mine?
Is mine dead too? No.
I got another one. Hello? Oh.
Said it? Maybe? Yes. So when we went to Anime Expo 10 years ago, we didn't know who the cast was. We found out when we saw each other showing up in our colors, and we're like,
colors.
Christina's in a red dress, she's Mars. Cherami's in a red dress, orange dress, she's Venus. So they kept, usually whoever records, we get to hear it when we go into the booth. They kept everything on mute, so they didn't even trust us with the secrets of who else was in the show.
So secret.
I remember vividly, Cristina said to me, congratulations. And I said, thank you, congratulations to you too. And she said, I meant on your marriage. Because I had gotten married, but she said congratulations at Anime Expo. I actually found out I got the job on the way to my wedding, so I had to keep a secret.
Whoa. That's a magical day.
It was a magical day.
For a magical show.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All
So
right.
sweet.
And I'm gonna cut the line off at our Sailor Scouts in the back there.
So cute. Look at that great shirt.
What was your favorite time when you were voice acting someone?
Any role?
Do you have a favorite of ever?
It's hard to choose a favorite ever, but a recent memory that made me really happy was we were doing the Ladybug movie, and we were working on it for 3 or 4 years. But yeah, so we finally got, we are going in for ADR, which is when we pick it up and the animation's finished. So I got to see it for the first time, and I was like my jaw dropped. I cried watching the ending. It was really incredible to see. Like it was a big payoff.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the first day on any new project because it feels like the first day of school, and I will never get a first time with a character ever again. So I think I can recall exactly what it was like the first time I worked on a new project. They tell me about the character, they describe everything to me. That's probably my all-time favorite.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Credit cards?
I
Anyone
know,
lose their
credit
card?
cards at the
Free credit
merchandise
cards.
booths.
Uh-oh.
So that was a good clip that they showed earlier, but what other moments from Sailor Moon do you think that were the funniest?
Funniest.
I like anytime the girls get to bicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amanda Miller and I are very good friends, so anytime I get to argue with her in the show, I get very excited about it.
I can't think of the funny things. When you ask for like my favorite Sailor Moon moments, I'm always like, I like dying. It's so dramatic.
It is so dramatic.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot to you.
We were talking. We're like,
so
how many
much.
times have we died?
Yeah, and reincarnated.
Yeah.
That's
8,000 was the number I landed on.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an over exaggeration, but not much.
Yeah. I like the one where they're trying to win tickets on the radio and they're all sitting at the payphone.
Yeah.
It's pretty
That's
dramatic.
fun.
It's a good
Yeah.
one.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hey there.
Thank
Good
you,
to
Pi.
see you.
Hi. I was wondering if you could choose to be a different Sailor Guardian, who would you choose?
It's so hard because then I'm like, well, who do I kick out
Yeah.
I know.
to take their role?
But they would take your
we
role.
would just trade.
Yeah, trade.
All right. I pick Chibiusa because that was my favorite character when I was a child. Because I was
Yeah.
like, she's the littlest one. I'm
Yes.
the littlest one. And I think Sandy would be a good guardian of love as well. Because
Yes.
Sandy is like, Sandy and I always like to sign love and light on our autographs.
You guys do sign
so,
love and light.
So we could swap.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think I should voice?
Maybe Pluto?
Pluto.
What does she say?
Pluto power makeup.
Oh, sorry.
Pluto power makeup.
I'm the guardian of space
she
and
says,
time.
Dead. Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's cool. I like her.
Good.
I just fangirled a little.
A little Veronica Taylor. A little swap with Veronica.
Veronica. Yeah, she can be. She can be Mars. She can be great Mars.
Veronica's Mars.
Yeah. Veronica Mars.
No- Oh!
Oh, that'd be good.
Kristen Bell up next. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She has a great hat.
I know the whole look.
Yeah, the fit.
It's amazing.
I feel you.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you, Morgan.
It's good to see you as
Hello.
well. Venus was my favorite in the series.
Thank you.
But also, I wanted to ask, since y'all didn't see each other before y'all get into character, knowing that y'all together, how did y'all get into character, knowing that y'all weren't going to be going off of the same script?
I guess for voice acting, we're used to not being in the same room because
Yeah.
when you dub anime, we never get to see each other. The most we usually get to hang out is at conventions together. So what was a very special process working on Sailor Moon is Viz brought us to a lot of conventions together, so we got to spend a lot of time together, get to know each other. And that was a luxury that we don't usually get. So it's a lot of trust on the director to guide us of, this is what Christina's read sounds like, so I know this is going to fit very well. And then once we got to know each other going to conventions, we were like, oh, I know how they sound. I know how this works. And it feels like, now hanging out with a whole group that we know very well. But a lot of trust with the director because they're the ones who had the full picture, especially when they were so secretive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry, these two are our last two for this. If you guys have any more questions, please go see them at their booths here. They'll be there until 4-ish or so.
I will be here till the end of the day.
All right.
I will try my best.
Yes. Yes.
Do
So
my
this will be our last question.
Hello.
Hi. Front, I do want to say I love you sharing me as Miss Makoto. I love Makoto in persona. Yes. And Christina, yeah. And you're in everything, so yeah, it's great. Thank you. But we were wondering, how do you feel about the Cosmos coming out on Netflix in August? Do you have Are you excited at least?
Yes.
Just
Beyond excited. I found out it was coming out on Twitter.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
We don't know anything before you guys. Oftentimes, just the other day, somebody told me about a new Persona game, and they're like, have you heard about this? And I was like, no. Guess I got to research online. So when we say you guys tell us we're the last to know, it is not an exaggeration.
For sure.
Got you.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Let's all have like a gigantic watch party.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Live stream.
Yes,
I'll
please.
host
Yes,
it.
please.
Okay.
Pokeyjuice.com/YouTube.
Hi.
My question is, how was it different redubbing the original 90s series versus doing this whole reboot arc that's been coming out?
Classic versus Crystal.
I think I was more nervous at first because we started with Classic, but I think when we got to Crystal, I was a bit more settled in to the character, for sure.
I know our director, Susie, also wanted to have two distinct tone shifts because Crystal follows the manga, so there's a lot of less filler. So she's like, we have the luxury of playing up some of the humor, making it a little bit lighter with classic. So for Crystal, she wanted it to be more of a cinematic tone where it felt a little bit more real. The stakes were a little bit higher. So I think naturally our voices just kind of were a little bit lower and a little bit more grounded. And that just happened with us being like, oh my gosh, when we die, we don't die for 5 episodes. We die for 5 minutes.
I have an answer to your question about the funniest moment. It's not supposed to be funny. It's
This
not.
is what Amanda says anytime somebody
But
says a funny
I was
moment.
cracking up when it happened.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So there's a scene in Crystal where they're like, yes, and they finally get their boyfriends at the, you know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
They finally get their boyfriends, and it's like, at last, I remember, I love you, I love you, I love you, and then like they explode, like something explodes into them, and there's just a crater left, and I was like, it's not funny, but it was hilarious to me in that moment.
It's real good timing.
Yeah.
It's just too tragic.
Yeah. It's really sudden. That's season 1, right? That's season 1.
That was that season 1 of Crystal?
That was season 1 of Crystal,
Yeah,
yes.
It was
Yeah.
Endymion
I was
Sailor.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Gagged.
All right. That was a wonderful answer. Well, that's all the time we have left for today. Thank you guys so much for being able to for them.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you have any questions, we're just at the table and we're right next to each other, which never happens. I'm so
Very
excited.
convenient.
It's
Thank you,
perfect.
guys.
Yeah, we
Bye,
knew.
guys.
We knew ahead of time.
Bye,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you guys so much. And stick around. We're going to have one more Cowboy Bebop panel. So if you're a Cowboy Bebop fan, stick around. We'll have him here in just a couple minutes. Of course.